Governor Lee, thank you so much for everything that you're doing, but for not making this about politics, making this about people. Because ultimately, that's why we're here. This has nothing to do with politics. This has to do with people. This has to do with 40.3 million people around the world that need us, that need you. I want to thank everybody that's here, that's a part of this fight, that's making a difference. I want to thank Blake Harris, dude in the back, who I met, Chief of Staff for Governor Lee. He's awesome. And I want to thank actually Luke Bryan and Caroline Bryan, who was the one that introduced us over at Luke's restaurant not even 3 months ago. And we were having dinner, and Blake was there, and we start talking and sharing our heart. And Luke knew, my heart for it and Blake's heart. And we sat down, we started talking. And, I love it because less than 3 months later, we're here and we're planning because you guys care, because Blake, you cared enough to bring it to Governor Lee, and Governor Lee, you cared enough to do something about it. And we're here with urgency because this demands a response. And you've responded, and we're grateful for that. And so many of you, and I want to thank all of you guys for being here. Whether you're in the media or whatever you're doing, you play a part in this because you need to tell the story of what's happening, of what's going on. I'll tell you, for me, when my life changed was when I was 15 years old, and I was in the jungles of the Philippines. I met a boy who was viewed as a throwaway, who was viewed as cursed because he was born looking different than everybody else. And that changed my life to a place where I knew that I love sports, but I knew I was called to something different. And that was to fight for people that can't fight for themselves. And our mission statement, to bring faith, hope, and love to those needing a brighter day in their darkest hour of need. This is people in their darkest hour of need that need faith, hope, and love. A few years after that, my dad was in a remote country preaching at an underground pastor's conference. And where he was, there was 4 girls not too far away that were being sold. He took out all the money in his wallet, which was $1,200, and he purchased them to rescue them because he knew whoever else was going to buy them was not going to do something good. So he called me and he said, Timmy, I just bought these 4 girls. And he wasn't prepared for everything that was next, but he couldn't not do something about it because this demands a response. By him, by me, by you, by everything that they're doing. It demands a response. We have to respond. He responded, I'm grateful, and he called us. And I said, I don't know what to do, but we're going to find out. I think we built probably one of the fastest safe homes in history for those girls. The first few nights, we hid them in a church. And we built one of the fastest safe homes we've ever heard about for those girls. And that was the first 4 we had the chance to love and care for and to help restore. This is a big fight. And why we're here is because we need everyone in this fight. Because I realized several years ago we couldn't win it by ourselves. We need everybody in this fight. We have 5 non-negotiables at the Tim Tebow Foundation. Number 1 is that we're believers. We're believers in a big God. We're believers that we're here for a reason. We're believers that we can create change. That's why we're here. We believe that we can create change. Number 2 is that we're all image bearers. Everyone has worth. Everyone has value. Everyone is worth fighting for. Number 3 is that we're on a rescue mission. See, we're on a rescue mission because that's what Jesus was on for us, and that's what we need to be on for humanity. A rescue mission. And we're grateful for all the lives that you have changed. We're grateful for the lives that you're changing because you're on a rescue mission for them. And you see, why we call it a rescue mission is because there's a timeline. It's not just organizations or nonprofits or just something good to do. No, it's a rescue mission. See, that puts a timeline on it. There's a sense of urgency, and we don't want to live on our timeline. We want to live on theirs. For all the girls that might not have tomorrow. And what they do have today isn't good. That's why there's a sense of urgency with this group up here and hopefully with you. And we don't want to live on our timeline. We want to live on theirs. Number 4 is there's power when we come together. There's power when all of us come together. But also we want to encourage and inspire this with other states, in churches, in nonprofits, in businesses, in individuals that are coming together. Because like I said, we can't end it by ourselves. But you know what? If there's an army of people that say no longer on our watch, but we're going to come together, watch the impact that we can have. And I still don't know if we'll be able to end it, but watch the dent we'll make. Because I believe it'll be a big one. And number 5 is that we can never forget. We can never forget the blessings that we have, that God has given us. We can never forget about all the lives that we haven't gotten to yet. We have to stay motivated. We have to remember everyone has worth, everyone has value, everyone is worth fighting for, period. We're believers. We're all image bearers. We're on a rescue mission. There's power when we come together, and we can never forget. We have to stay motivated. For us, it's not just enough to help some, rescue some, restore some. But it's about all, because all are worth fighting for. We ask one of our survivors, if you could tell the people in this room one thing, what would you want them to know? And she said, where do you run if you have nowhere to run? Well, I'll tell you this. There's somewhere you can run. There's somewhere you can run. We hope we're a place that you can run to. But more than that, we're going to come running to you. Wherever you are, wherever you're at, we're running to you because your life has worth, has value, and we love you even though we haven't met you. Thanks so much for being here, and God bless you guys.